Well, after delays, deals, and compromise, Michigan's state budget is finally headed to the governor's desk.
Michigan lawmakers working into the early hours of the morning to pass the general and the education budgets. The general budget comes out to $51 billion, including a long-term road funding deal, tax breaks for seniors and working families, protections for health care and SNAP benefits, and a record investment in schools.
The education budget comes out to just over $24 billion, and it includes $200 million for the state's free meal program in schools, something that's been on the minds of many parents.
7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock speaking with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, parents and an education expert saying this should have never taken so long.
State lawmakers have approved more than $24 billion to fund K-12 schools, colleges, and universities in the state.
I think at the end of the day, the people of Michigan are benefited by the fact that we had to make some tough decisions together, but we put the priorities of the people first, and long overdue investments in infrastructure, continued investment in education.
Early Friday morning, lawmakers approved a more than $81 billion state budget. When it comes to the state's education budget, public schools will receive a little over $10,000 per student. That's up 5% from what schools were receiving before. And free school lunches were also included in this budget.
I think that's great. I think no kid should go hungry.
Renee Papagiorgio is a mom of 5. I caught up with her and her kids as they were at a park in Royal Oak.
They should keep free lunch for everybody, regardless of the budget, whatnot. I feel like we can find a way to make sure all kids eat.
I also spoke with State Representative Jamie Thompson from Flat Rock, who shares similar thoughts with Papagiorgio.
I know that's extremely important to all families, whether they be low-income families, middle-income families, families that are just very busy and struggling to make sure that the lunch is prepared for the kids.
While many lawmakers are relieved to have the budget done, Robert McCann from K-12 Alliance of Michigan says the budget was approved way too late.
It's more than 3 months overdue. And that means no matter how good or bad a budget may be, it can't possibly work as well as it should for schools simply because it's so late. Our schools have been back helping students, serving their needs for over a month now without any certainty of how much funding they would have, not just for the basics of operations.
What is your message to lawmakers when it comes to how they're going to handle next year's budget?
This can't happen again. If you want to claim that you are pro-education and that schools and students are your priority, you cannot complete a budget 3 months after it's due, a month into the school year.
Now that the budget has been approved by the State House and Senate, it's now off to the governor's desk for her signature. In Royal Oak, Tiara Braddock, 7 News Detroit.